Good afternoon, all. Is my voice is audible? Use a chat box to replay. Is my voice is audible? All of you mute your mic.
Yes, ma'am, it's audible.
Yeah, mute your mic. Yes, good afternoon. Myself, I'm Latha. I'm here to take your Excel class. We'll start our class. So I think you know about the MS Excel. What is MS stands for? Why the Excel is used for? You can reply anything in the chat box. I think you know about MS. What is MS stands for? So you're going to learn Microsoft Excel. It's an software. All of you mute your mic. So MS Excel is an application software. It is a part of your Microsoft Office. So Microsoft Office is also one of the application software can be loaded on the many operating systems. So MS stands for Microsoft. It's just a software development company. So Microsoft is a software development company which gives us a different type of an operating system, application softwares like MS Office, operating systems like Windows, Mac. These are different type of Windows is an operating system given by the Microsoft Office. These are different type of operating system and applications we are using from Microsoft. So Microsoft is a one of the software development company. So this software development company gives us MS Office is an office suitable software which will need all the business activities where the business can run their business activities very effectively and efficiently. So any type of a business activities like MS Word will gives us a document creations. Excel will helps us to create a chart, report, table, analysis for calculations. PowerPoint will gives us a presentation software, and Outlook it's a bulk mail messengers. So Access is a database software. Like this, we have a different type of operating systems which is loaded in MS Office. So MS Office is an application software. It is also called as an package software because it consists of the many application in it. Like as we discussed just now, MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, Outlook, front page, like this 13 to 16 application is available in this MS Office. Understand this? So MS Office is what type of a software? Whether it is an operating system or application software. You can reply in the chat box. I'm not getting any reply from you peoples. MS Office is an operating system or an application software? Which is that answer? Dheera, Deepti, Suvangi, Shruti, Vinsha, Rukia, Niranjana. Are you all understanding what is MS Office is? MS Office is an application software. MS Office is also called as a package software. This application software can be used on based on the one operating system platform. It may be an Windows, it may be an Mac operating system. So MS Office is a application software, not an operating system. So 2019 is a latest version of MS Office. Which is the latest version of MS Office? Right. 2019 is the latest version of MS Office. Which is the latest version of Windows? You know the latest version of Windows? Windows 10 is the latest version of Windows. So we have a many versions like this. So under the MS Office as well as the Windows, both are from the Microsoft company. So 2019 is the latest version. Previous to that, we have 2016, 2013, 2010, 2007, 2003. Like this, we have a many old version under the MS Office. So even under the Windows, we have Windows 10, before that Windows 8.1, Windows 8, Windows 7, Windows XP, Vista. These are the Windows versions. Any doubts? Out of this package software MS Office, you're going to learn Microsoft Excel. Again, as we discussed, MS stands for Microsoft. This is a product from Microsoft company. So it is also called as in Microsoft Excel. Excel is a spreadsheet application software. Excel is a spreadsheet application software which is used for analysis, table creations, summarizing the table, calculations, preparing chart. They are using this Microsoft Excel. So the Excel is mainly also called as data analysis software. So then what is mean by spreadsheet? Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet application software, I told. So then what is mean by spreadsheet? Spreadsheet is nothing but worksheets. So worksheet is a collection of rows and columns. When you start your Microsoft Excel, so it just shows the sheet which consists of tabular format. Multiple rows and columns is available in this. So it is also called as spreadsheet or worksheet. Where the user is going to work, that is worksheet. Worksheet is a collection of rows and columns. So we just start this Microsoft Excel, how this is looks like. There are many ways to start your Microsoft Excel. Any application which is installed in your computer is available in your start menu. So you can go for start menu, programs list. These are the program which is loaded in your computer. So in this, we are choosing Microsoft Excel. So if you have a system simultaneously, you can also work. There's a one method where you can start your Microsoft Excel. There's another method where you can quickly start your Microsoft Excel with the run command, where you can just press start Windows R button, start button and hold the start button and R. You will be getting run command. Another run command you can just type as Excel. This is another method where you can quickly start your Microsoft Excel. These are two methods where it will open quickly without saving your application. I just show you one more method where you can save your application and you can open it. So just right click wherever you require that particular file to be placed. Right click, the right click menu will appear. Click on new. You can select the Microsoft Excel worksheet. This makes you to create your file in the specified location by providing a name, whichever you require. If you are practicing, just right click on the desktop, go to new Microsoft Excel worksheet. If you select, it is giving you that new Microsoft Excel worksheet. So you can just rename with your name. For example, I just rename it as class 1. I just enter, the worksheet is going to open. This is called as Workbook, Excel Workbook. By default, the book name will be starts with book 1, book 2, book 3, like that. Any doubts? So understand all of you how to start your Microsoft Excel? Any doubts while starting the Microsoft Excel? Right, I just repeat it again. So there are many ways to start your Microsoft Excel file from the programs list. Any application which is installed in your computer. For example, if you download any apps in the mobile, it will be available in app list. In the same way, here also we have application list, all programs list. So you can go for the start button, programs list, you have a Excel. So if I click the Excel file will appear. Otherwise, you can quickly open this Excel file with run command. You can just hold the start button in the keyboard simultaneously along with R. R is a letter key. So you will be getting run command. Another run command you can just type as EXCL Excel. And just click OK. This is another method where you can start your Microsoft Excel. So you can just save your file very quickly in the selected location that you can just right click on the desktop. For example, I want to create a file in the desktop. I want to create a file in the document. So from the document, just right click, go to new. Under the new, you have a Microsoft Excel worksheet. Select Microsoft Excel worksheet. This is saved in your desktop. In the new Microsoft Excel worksheet is a name. You can rename it. The blue color it is highlighting to rename your file. So I just renaming this file as class 1 and just enter to start. This is how you can start your Microsoft Excel very quickly by saving your file. Any doubts now? Any doubts? I hope all of you understand how to start the Microsoft Excel. By opening this, we will start with the Excel concept. So as we discussed, Excel is a spreadsheet application software. So any sheets, if you open, the multiple sheets you can open. Once you start your Microsoft Excel, you'll be getting only one sheet at a time. But you can also insert up to 255 sheets in one single workbook. This is called as workbook. In this workbook, you can keep on add multiple sheets up to 255 sheets. Each sheets will be in the same tabular format, which consists of rows and columns in it. Entire sheet is consist of rows and columns in it. All columns are named with alphabets by default. All rows are named with numbers by default. Any doubts? All of you mute your mic. Vinesh Sri, mute your mic. The intersection of your row and column is called as a cell. C-E-L-L, cell. Cell is nothing but it's just a collection of row and column. The intersection of row and column is called as cell. Each cell consists of its own name. It's called as cell address or cell references. So cell reference is a combination of row name and the column number. So that is the cell which I selected is highlighted in a green in color. This is called as active cell. The active cell name will be displayed in name box, and you may observe that it is showing as A1. A1 is what? This is a name for or cell reference for this particular selected active cell. So if I select other, I'm getting disturbance. Mute your mic. So if you select any other cell, so this is the cell I selected, it is G5 that shows in the name box. You can also quickly launch your cell by entering your own cell name. For example, I go for L100. Directly jump to L100 cell. See, 100 and L column. So A1 cell. I just type as A1 and enter. It just directly jump to your A1 cell. Reference will be visible in name box. So any doubts till now? So all your columns are named as what? Number or alphabet? All the columns are named as what? I'm not getting any reply from you peoples. All the columns are named as what? One reply I got from Rukia, right? Alphabets. All the rows are named as? Good. Numbers. So the intersection of row and column is called as what? The intersection of row and column is called as cell. Very good. The collection of rows and columns are called as? Collection of row and column is called as? Spreadsheet or worksheet. Yes. So spreadsheet or worksheet. The collection of rows and columns are called as spreadsheet or worksheet. The collection of worksheets are called as what? It's a book, workbook. So that is what workbook we open. Just now we opened one workbook. In this, the multiple sheets can be inserted. By default, we will get only one sheet. Up to how many sheets can be inserted? Very good. Up to 255 sheets can be inserted in a one workbook. Like the same. So you can insert n number of workbooks on your computer. It may be in the desktop, it may be in the document, it may be in the my computer. All it is going to store in where? In my hard disk available in my computer. It may be in a C drive, it may be in a D drive, it may be in the E drive, as in hard disk available, drive available in my computer. Clear? So we just discuss the screen components, screen elements of these Excel spreadsheet. The first is your title bar. The title bar, as we discussed, the by default file name is called as book. So n number of time you start your Microsoft Excel workbook, it just takes you that book 1, book 2, book 3, book 4. This is the name it will take by default. So before that, it means at the left top of your window. So left top of your Excel spreadsheet, this is the area is called as quick access toolbar. Quick access toolbar by default consists of save, undo, and redo commands. This is the arrow shape is called as customization of quick access toolbar. Even we have a ribbon display option. This is called as ribbon display options. We will also work one by one based on these options. And we have minimize, maximize, that is restore, and close button. Below this title bar, we have a file is a menu. So next to the file menu, all these are called as tabs. Home tab, insert tab, page layout tab, formula tab, data tab, review, view. These are called as tab. When I change my tab, the commands and the groups will keep on changes. And you may observe that icons are changing here. So these are called as commands. So each tab consists of its own commands and groups. A pictorial representation where you are working, which is a command you are working, these are called as commands. Some few commands as grouped together, that is called as group. Tables is a group, illustration is a group, add-ins is a group. So these are called as group. Overall, these area, this is called as a ribbon. From the top of this green color bar, which consists of quick access toolbar, title bar, ribbon display option, control buttons, that is minimize, restore, and close, file menu, tabs, commands, groups. Overall, these area is called as ribbon. Below the ribbon, we have a name box and formula bar. So name box will display the cell reference or the cell address. Formula bar will display the contents available in the cell. So something you type in a cell. For example, I type as NICT. So what is that cell consist that display in the formula bar? It may be a formula, it may be a text that appears in your formula bar. So below this formula bar and name box, we have a working area. As we already discussed, working area is in the format of tables, which consist of rows and columns. Then how many rows are available in this? How many columns are available in this? So you can just hold the control key in your keyboard and use a right arrow mark, right arrow key in the keyboard. Hold the control, right arrow key in the keyboard. This is what the last column in your worksheet, that is XFD. XFD is the last column in your worksheet. So totally 16,384 columns are available in a sheet. 16,384 columns is available in one single worksheet. Same thing, you just hold the control key and down arrow key in the keyboard. Control and down arrow key. You can see that the last row in a sheet, 10,48,576 rows are available. This is the last row. Like the same, if you add one more sheet, same number of rows and columns you can see. How do you come back to the first cell? Again, use a control key, left as well as up arrow. Left arrow and up arrow you just come back to your A1 cell. Any doubts in this? Any doubts till now? I want the reply from everyone. If you're not understanding any questions, you can ask from the chat box. Right, we just continue. So below your working area, this is your status bar, and status bar consists of your sheet names. It's called as sheet tab. So sheet tab will be consist of sheet 1, sheet 2, and you have a plus symbol where you can add the sheet. So we also discuss some shortcut keys. What is a shortcut key to add the sheet? What is the shortcut keys for all these? So one by one we will discuss later. So below the sheet tab, it's showing as ready. So that means Excel is ready to accept your command. While you're saving, it shows as it's saving. While you're typing, it is showing as reading. So this is what the status bar. Even it consists of different type of a view. In this single sheet, as we saw, we have a multiple columns, multiple rows. 10,48,000 rows are available. And 16,384 columns are available. So all these will not fit for one single page, paper at a time of printing. So we can understand that there are many pages is available in a one single sheet. But we are not getting any break here. So where my page is starting, where my page is ending. You also heard about header and footer. Header will be at the top of your margin where you can give a title of your workbook, title of your sheet, logo of the company, page number, date and time, so that the footer at the bottom will be available. So that is not showing in the sheet. This is called as a normal view. Excel directly opens your Excel spreadsheet with normal view. This is what a normal view. I can also change the view, page layout view. Page layout view will display page break, where my page is starting, where my page is ending. See, from A to I is the first page. And you can also see the header and footer. As we discussed, header will be the top of your margin. Footer will be the bottom of your margin. This consists of the workbook name, logo of the company, page numbers, number of pages, date, time, all these things. So the last one is your page break preview. This page break preview will display that from where to where you want to print. This is for controlling your printouts. So at the end of your program, we will do this different type of a view. So normal is a default view. 100% is a default zoom size. You can also decrease the view and increase the zoom size. By default, 100% is a default zoom size. You can also see that there is a two different type of a scroll bars, horizontal and vertical scroll bar, where you can move your cursor or the page right and left with a horizontal scroll bar, up and down with a vertical scroll bar. So this is a screen element. I just repeat it. This is a title bar, quick access toolbar, file menu, tabs, commands, groups, name box, formula bar, working area, status bar, horizontal scroll bar, vertical scroll bar, types of view, zoom bar. Any doubts in this? These are the screen elements. Any doubts? So status bar is entire the sheet 1, sheet 2, whatever we are getting, and you are getting as ready, and this different type of a view, and zoom bar, horizontal scroll bar. Entire this area is called as status bar. Any doubts? So usually header and footer will be inserted at the top of your margin and bottom of the margins, like where you can insert the page headings. So if you take any textbooks, just visualize your any textbooks, the textbook name or the subject or the chapter name will be at the top of your margins. Page numbers will be at the bottom of your margins. So that is called as header and footer. Even that header and footer can also be inserted in this Excel spreadsheet. But that header and footer cannot be viewed in this normal view mode. At presently, we are in normal view mode. Any doubts, Deepti? Okay, we'll continue. So we continue with the control buttons, minimize, maximize, and close. As you use many applications in the computer, mobiles, so you know how to use minimize, maximize, and close buttons through the mouse. So we'll also learn how to work this minimize, maximize, and close button by using the shortcut key through the keyboard. So for minimize any window, not only this MS Excel, even any application you can use this. So you can use the Windows button. You know the Windows button, the start button just now we discussed. Windows plus M is a shortcut key where you can minimize your screen. For maximize or switch between one window to another window, you can use Alt Tab. To close any window, you can use Alt F4, function key F4. This is minimize, maximize, and close buttons. So I just use that Windows M to minimize. So whenever you minimizes any application, it's available in your taskbar. This is the bar is called as taskbar. In this taskbar, you can see that Microsoft Excel is available. When you have a multiple windows like this, so you can use Alt Tab to switch between one window to another window. It directly opens the previously closed application, that is minimized application. Alt Tab to maximize. So Alt F4 is a shortcut key for close. As we already saved this file with the name of class 1 and we done some changes. So at the time of closing, if I use Alt F4, it is asking you to save and then close your file. So this is how you can close your file. Any doubts in these control buttons? Next we go for tab key in the keyboard. Below the escape, you have a tab. Right. Alt tab for maximize. All these are shortcut keys. So you have to work only in the keyboard. Windows button is just your start button between Control and Alt before your space bar. So the Windows button is your start button, which is between the Control and Alt key before the space bar. Is getting? All of you use this? We'll go for the next quick access toolbar. So as the name says, as quick access toolbar, quick access. So where you can access any commands very quickly. Just now we discussed that the ribbon consists of many tabs, home tab, insert, page layout. Each tab consists of many commands. So you cannot be remembered that which is that command we are using for my quick access, where it is available, which tab it is available. Each and every time we have to search for the commands. Instead of searching your frequently used commands for your regular work, you just add those commands into this list. I'll show you how to add the commands, okay? So add those commands into this quick access list and you can use directly instead of searching in this ribbons, in this tabs. That is the meaning of this quick access toolbar. By default, the quick access toolbar will be available at the top left of the window. Who's that? Mute your mic. Okay. So by default, the quick access consists of save, undo, and redo commands. Save, undo, and redo command. Save is used to save the changes in the existing file. This has become as existing file now, whatever we are using at present, because we already saved this file in desktop. In class 1 is a name. So this has become as existing file. So any changes, tomorrow also you open the same file, do some changes. So you should also save the changes by pressing Control S. Control S is a shortcut key where you can save the changes in your existing file. Undo. It is one step back what you are done the work. For example, I just typed as Control Z is a word in the cell. So when I press Control Z, it just going back one step what I'm done the action in my Excel. Control Y is for redo. Repeating the previous action of your undo is called as redo. Repeating the previous action of undo is called as redo. Control Y is a shortcut key for redo. So any doubts in these shortcut keys? So now we'll learn that, as we discussed, we can also add some frequently used commands, not only save, undo and redo. Whatever the everyday activity we are doing, the frequently used commands can be added into this. So how to add the command to quick access toolbar? There are many ways is available, but I just show you the easiest way where you can add the commands. So for example, I just want to add this bold is the command. Right click above this bold command in the home tab. It is showing a command called as add to quick access toolbar. That's it. So just click on this add to quick access toolbar. It appears in your quick access toolbar list. Like the same, try to add many commands. I just select right click on the conditional formatting, add to quick access toolbar. Again, if you right click, it is hidden. That means it is already added. So from the different tab, try to add some 5 commands to that quick access toolbar. Add some few commands to quick access toolbar. This is a method how you can add the commands. So not only adding your command, if the list is very huge, you added some 10 to 15 commands into this, you think. So you can also display this quick access toolbar as a separate bar below the ribbon, above the formula bar. So how do I do that? Anywhere inside this quick access toolbar, just right click. You'll be getting an option, show quick access toolbar below the ribbon. Show quick access toolbar below the ribbon. So I can display that by quick access toolbar as a separate tab. Separate bar below the ribbon above the formula bar. So you can also display in the original place. Again, right click above the quick access toolbar area. Show quick access toolbar above the ribbon. So the options you can use under the quick access toolbar. You can also remove the commands from quick access toolbar. So whichever the command you want to remove, just right click above the command, select as remove from quick access toolbar. Like this. If you even remove that undo and redo, you can also add it from customization. You can just select this. The right mark should be there, which is already added. It is showing in the right mark. If you want to add the open command, see, open command is showing right mark and it is also added. If you want to remove, right click, remove from quick access toolbar. Want to show the quick access toolbar below the ribbon? Right click above the quick access toolbar area and click the option show quick access toolbar below the ribbon. Right click above the quick access toolbar area, show quick access toolbar above the ribbon. This is what you can do it. Any doubts in this? Quick access toolbar options? Any doubts? Shall we continue? Any doubts? All of you worked on this? Chandini, mute your mic. Fine. We'll just continue with ribbon options. So you understand where the ribbon will be. Above the formula bar, the entire bar which contains your tabs, groups, and commands is called as ribbon. So how to operate these ribbons we will work. It's called as ribbon display option. So we have three commands under this ribbon display option. One is auto hide ribbon. The other one is show tabs. It's also called as collapse ribbon. The other one is show tabs in commands. So auto hide ribbon. See, whenever I'm working, only 75% of my screen is covered with my working area. 25% of the screen is covered with this ribbon only. So I want to view the complete area with only worksheet, not with this ribbon. That is called as auto hide ribbon. Whenever I'm working on the sheet, the ribbon should be hidden. Whenever I want to use a command, the ribbon should appear. That is called as auto hide ribbon. So this is how the auto hide ribbon will work. So when I want to use any commands, see, I just tap my mouse pointer to the top of your ribbon. So I will be working some commands. So again, when I come back to my working area, it is hidden. This is called as auto hide ribbon. This is the option, ribbon display option, where you can use auto hide ribbon, show tabs in commands. If I click show tabs in commands, the ribbon will appear. If I go for ribbon display option, auto hide ribbon, the ribbon is hidden, automatically hidden. So you can also use the shortcut key Control plus Shift plus F1. This is a shortcut key where you can auto hide the ribbon. Show tabs. Only tabs will appear, not the entire ribbon. So I just use Control F1 is a shortcut key for show tabs. Otherwise, so you can also use show tabs command available in this ribbon display option. And again, to get it back, show tabs and commands. You can also use a small arrow mark, which is also called as collapse ribbon. So any doubts in this? The ribbon display option. I want a reply from everyone. Do you all understand till now? Only 2 replays I am getting. That is only 2 students are there in the class. Okay, right. So we just completed quick access toolbar, ribbon display option, minimize, maximize, and close buttons. So now we'll come back to the file is a menu. So file menu is a backstage menu for every application which consists of save, save as, open, new, close, print. All these options is available under this file menu. So I'm getting by defaultly home. So when you start your Microsoft Excel, by defaultly you will get a home page which is showing as good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and which shows that blank workbook, templates, and recently used files along with pinned files. So you'll be marked star applications, right? So the pin file will always display at the top of your list. That is an important file, which will display always at the top of your list. Recently used file list. So this is called as home page. So new, which takes you that new workbook. So I want to take a new workbook. Control N is a shortcut key where you can use to start the new workbook. Otherwise, you can also use a templates. What does mean by template? It's online ready-made wizards. So I want to create a calendar. The ready-made template is already available. You can quickly download it through the internet. So that is online ready-made wizards are called as templates. So what is shortcut key to open a new workbook? Very good, Deepti. It is Control N. So there is another command called as open. If you start your file, a new file I started unknowingly. So I go for the Excel. In this file, I don't have any informations. New workbook is started. There is no information. I want to open an existing file. Then I will be pressing Control O. Control O is a shortcut key where you can open an existing file. So otherwise, you can go for the file menu. Open is a command which shows the recently used files as well as pinned files. And you can also browse from your computer, this PC, it may be a drive, C drive, D drive, desktop, my computer, documents, any of the drive you can browse your file. So I just take as class 1 what today we created. This is how it opens your existing file. So what is the shortcut key for open? Right. Control O is a shortcut key for open. So under this open command, I have one more command which is called as recover unsaved workbook. This is a very important command available from 2010 version onwards. So open a recent workbook that was closed without saving. So just now we started a workbook. Think that it is not yet saved anywhere in my computer. So suddenly power went. As it is a laptop, if you have, so that will be having power. Think that it's a desktop computer. So it will immediately shut down your computer. Your file will not saved anywhere. So on that cases, again, you can restart your computer, open your any new Excel file, come back to the open menu, file open, resend. Under the resend, you can find the option recover unsaved workbook. This shows that which is the file just closed previously without saving. Those files will appear here along with the date and time. You can select that file and click open. See the content is the same contents which you are entered or not. And you just save that wherever you require in your computer. That is called as recover unsaved workbook. Any doubts under the recover unsaved workbook? So any workbook which is closed without saving in your computer, that can be recovered with the help of this open. Go to open, resend, recover unsaved workbook. So as we already saved our workbook, we just go for info. Info will display the information about your workbook. What is the size of my workbook? So I saved my workbook with the size of 10 KB, kilobytes. Who has created this? Administrator is a user who's created this file. When it is created, when it is modified, all these informations will appear here. Even it shows that where the file is saved. I saved my file in desktop. You can also copy the location or the path of this file. You can also open that file very quickly. If I click on this open file location, very quickly the file will appear and by showing that where it is saved, where my file is saved. See, it is saved in desktop. It is opened a dialog box by showing the file name, class 1. Any doubts still now? Any doubts? So if you type your information in Excel, the Excel data should be protected. So to protect means I should provide some password for my workbook. Then how do I protect my workbook? That we will learn now. So there are many ways to protect your worksheet, workbook, as well as the selected range of the set. So first one by one I will show you. So workbook can be protected from file menu. You can come to the file menu from the main screen. Info, protect workbook, encrypt with password. This is the option you have to select, encrypt with password. So enter the password. The passwords will be appear in a format of dots. For example, I just type as 123 is a password. I just click OK. It is asking you to re-enter the password and remember that whatever the password you are giving, if it is in a letter, it is case sensitive. Click OK. So the workbook is protected. You're supposed to save this. What is shortcut key for save? Very good, Rukia, Deepti. Control S. Control S is a shortcut key to save. But those shortcut keys will not work in this file menu. From the main menu, you can use the shortcut key. Otherwise, you can just click on the save command. So now I just close my workbook, which I'm working, and I just reopen this workbook to see the changes, whether that password protection is working or not. I just reopen my workbook. See, the workbook is not opening directly. It is asking the password. So until I provide a password, the workbook will not open and display your contents. Is it clear? I'll just show you again. So no workbook is opened in my taskbar. The taskbar is empty, you can see. So I just start my Excel, double click. See, quickly it is asking for password. Until I provide the password, it is not display any of the information. This is called protect workbook. Any doubts to protect workbook? All of you tried the same option? All of you tried? Any doubts at the time of protection?
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm sorry I had joined late to the class because I'm shifting my house. So I was not able to even record my class. I'm really sorry, ma'am. I just wanted to inform you.
Okay. No problem.
Okay, ma'am.
So we also learned that how to unprotect this workbook. Just now we protected the workbook. How do we remove this protection, that is password? That also we will learn. So come back to again file menu. Go to file menu. Again info, protect workbook. Select encrypt with password. Remove this password which you provide as in dots. Use a delete key to delete this. So it is become as empty and click OK. And this is also a changes which we have made that you have to save it. I just click save command to save the changes. So now again you close the workbook and reopen it to see the changes, whether this unprotection is working or not. See, it is not asking any password. Quickly it is opened with the contents. This is called unprotect workbook. We can also protect the sheet. We can also protect the worksheet. So this is what sheet 1. I just typed some information also in this. It's right click above the sheet tab. I have a sheet 1. Above the sheet 1, I will right click. This is the easiest method. So I just right click above the sheet tab. I'm getting an option called as protect sheet. Click on protect the sheet. It is asking you the again password. Enter the password. Enter as 123 again. Again, once you forgot the password, again you cannot be recovered. That's why I'm telling, while you're practicing, use 123 or ABC. ABC is the password. It is asking you to confirm your password. I just again type 123. So this is protected. How do you know that it is protected? Right click again the sheet tab. So unprotect sheet should be highlighted. And whenever you start altering the sheet, editing the sheet, the Excel should not allow. That means it is giving an error message, warning message. The cell or the chart you are trying to change is on a protected sheet. You require password to unprotect this. To make any changes, you need a password. This is called as protection of sheet. That is protect sheet. Any doubts in this protect sheet? I want a reply from everyone. Shruti is asking to protect sheet again. So I just repeat it. I'll show you again, all of you observe. So right click on the sheet tab. You will be getting an option called protect sheet. Click on protect sheet. It is asking you to provide the password. I just use 123 as a password. Click OK. Re-enter the password. Again 123 is the password. I am re-entering it. And click OK again. So it is protected. That's it. So whenever you are trying to change the error, even when you right click on the sheet tab, it shows as unprotect sheet. Any doubts, Shruti? So any doubts in the protect sheet and protect workbook? So you can also unprotect the sheet. Right click on the sheet tab. Select as unprotect the sheet. Enter the password. That's it. This is to unprotect the sheet. Now, if you are trying to change anything, it is accepting. Accepting your changes. Any doubts in this? So we learned that workbook protection, worksheet protection. You can also protect only certain areas of the cell. So I just want to protect only this is the area. Whatever I type the information, only that area should be protected. It's called as cell protection or the range protect. So by default, I just show you carefully observe that how to protect your range of the cell. So by default, Excel will locks every cell. Every cell will be in the position of lock. How do I see that? Go for home tab, format. Under the format, you can see that lock cell is highlighted with a green color or green in color. Any cell you select and check it out in the format, lock cell is highlighted. So I just want to remove this lock cell from the entire sheet. To select all entire sheet, you have to press Ctrl A. Select all. Otherwise, between this A and 1, you have a small triangle shape. You can click to select the entire sheet. Once the sheet is selected, see, the first step is select the complete sheet. Go to format available in this home tab. Home tab, cells, format. The lock cell is highlighted. As I told, every cell is in lock. So it is already highlighted. We need to remove this. The box has to be removed. So I click on this lock cell. You can confirm that it is not highlighting in that box. So lock cell is removed. This is the first step. The second step, select the area from where to where you require to protect it. I want to protect it from A1 to D18. A1 to D18, I want to protect myself. So I want only lock, this is the area. Go to format, lock cell. Now the lock cell is highlighted. After this, you need to protect the sheet. Protect sheet, provide a password. Click OK. Re-enter repeat the password. Click OK. The rest of the other area other than this A1 to D18, you can just do the changes. It will accept. Do the changes anywhere. It will accept. Except the selected area. See, inside this, showing you to accept or do the changes. This is called as protection. Any doubts in this? Any doubts? Shall we continue? It's in home tab. Under the home tab, format, lock cell and protect sheet. Both you have to do it. Any doubts in this? We'll continue. Again, to remove the protection from this area, unprotect sheet, either by right click here or from the format. You can also go for format, unprotect sheet, provide the same password what you have provided, click OK. Now it is also allow you to edit inside the selected range. These are 3 protection we are learned. Just come back to the file menu again. So info we completed. We just go for save and save as. What is the difference between the save and save as? Save we are doing by pressing Ctrl S, keep on and saving the changes. So save command helps to save the changes in existing workbook. Then what is a save as? When I have to use a save as? Save as used for the first time by choosing a location, file name or file format. Even save as helps to change the location of your file, change the format of your file, change the file name. And what is mean by format? File format. Which format the Excel is saved your file? By defaultly, Microsoft Excel is saving your file in Excel workbook format. It is XLSX is an extension name. This is a format, Excel workbook format. So workbook format will be wind up with the extension of XLSX. This is a by default format in Excel. You can see that XLSX is an extension name. This is a by default extension name where the user can save the file. From 2007 is a version onwards. As we discussed, there are many versions under the Excel. In MS Office 2007, MS Office 2010, MS Office 2013, 16, 19. In all these versions, we are saving a file, that is Excel file, in an extension of XLSX. Other than this XLSX, we have other save as format. So where I can open the save as dialog box, come to file menu, click on save as, select the location where you want to save. So that opens your save as dialog box. Under the save as dialog box, you can see that the save as type Excel workbook is an extension name. Other than that, we can also enable macro enabled workbook format, binary workbook format, and 2003 workbook format, PDF format, template format. All these are the other formats where the user can save. So this is a default format. Other than the default format, macro enabled. So macros are one of the programming language, which is a name called as VBA, Visual Basic for Application, which allows the user to extend the Microsoft application, which is not yet available in my Excel. So think that you have only limited access in the Excel. You need to give some other control for this. With the help of VBA coding, you can also give some other controls that is called as those type of a programming informations in this Microsoft can be saved by macro enabled workbook format, which is an extension of XLSM. Whenever you wanted to save your file in 2003, so below 2007 version, we used to save our file with the 2003 extension name XLS. XLS is an extension for 2003 version. Excel template, XLTX is an extension for Excel template. XLTX. Template we heard, right? Online ready-made wizards. That is called as template. If you are creating any templates, you're supposed to save your templates in Excel template format. Any doubts in this? Any doubts in the save as type? So what is a default extension name to save your file? What is the default extension name to save the file? Only one reply I'm getting. That is XLSX, Excel Workbook format. Which extension name? We can save the Excel file in 2003 format. What is the extension name is used to save 2003? Very good, Dipti. So it is XLS. What is the extension name to save the macro enabled file? Shortcut, sorry, format to save the macro enabled file. Right, Excel SM, macro enabled workbook format. The format to save, extension to save the template file. Right, Excel TX. This is the frequently used format in Excel. That's why I'm stressing only for these formats. There are many formats which we saw in the list, but this is the frequently used format in the business. Even PDF also available. So how to extract your data to this 2003 or template format or macro enabled format or PDF format? The next commands we will learn that. Clear? Right. So now you understand difference between save and save as. Save is used to save the changes in the existing workbook. Save as is where you can change the location, name and file format. Control S is a shortcut key for save. F12 is a shortcut key for save as. What is a shortcut key for save as? Right. F12 is a shortcut key for save as. Control P is a shortcut key for print. Control P is a shortcut key for print. So whatever the data is available, in which paper I supposed to print? When you go to any Xerox shop, they will be using A4 size sheet. So that A4 sheet, you supposed to select the paper size in the computer before printing. Then the person will ask that how many copies you need. So you need to specify number of copies the user require. How much is the margin you supposed to leave at the top, bottom, right and left? That you can control by using this print commands. It's also called as print settings. Before taking a printout, what are settings you supposed to make? That has to be done through printing command. If I press Control P, you will be getting this printing settings dialog box. In this, first thing is to choose your printer. The printer which is connected to your computer. So it is asking printer here, for example, Canon printer, it is connected to my computer, you think. You have to select the printer name. Once the printer name is selected, you can provide whether only the one sheet you wanted to print or all the sheets. So active sheet or all sheets that you can control here. Or number of sheets also you can specify 1 to 10, 1 to 5, 1 to 2, like this. Next, collated and uncollated. This is just a collection of the paper at time of printing. You want in arranged order or unarranged order. That is collated and uncollated. Collated is an arranged order. Uncollated is unarranged order. That's it. By default, the paper will be in collected order. That is arranged order. Page orientation. This is your page orientation by default in portrait. Your contents will be filled in horizontal way for your paper. So if you want in a vertical way, that is your landscape. There are two different type of a page orientation, portrait and landscape. You can print your contents horizontally as well as vertical in the paper. So if I choose as landscape, you can see the changes. See, my paper orientation is changed. By default, the page orientation is portrait. So paper size, by default, the paper size will be selected as letter, which is in the 8.5 inches into 11 inches in the height and width. The paper size for the letter paper size is 8.5 inches into 11 inches, the size of the paper. Usually we will print in A4, right? So I just choosing A4 is a paper size. This takes that 8.27, that is 27 into 11.69 is the size of the paper. Any doubts? This is the paper size. Before printing, you have to choose. Margin, again, the default margins are available where it is leaving some space at the top, bottom, right and left, as you can put a headers and footers, and you can file your papers. So that is what margins. So by default, top 0.75 inches, left 0.7 inches, header and footer 0.3 inches. There's a margin, it is left. You can also change as wide. You can also change as narrow. You can also customize it according to your requirement. So normal is the default margin. So after setting all these things, finally we have to choose number of copies, whether 1 copy, 2 copy. Finally you give as print. So what is shortcut key for print? Shortcut key for print. Right. Control P is a shortcut key for print. What are types of page orientation? What are the types of page orientation? Very good. Only 1 or 2 replies I am getting out of 20 students. Portrait and landscape are the page orientations. Clear till now? Right. So next we go for the share command. Again, share helps to share your workbook in a blocks, and cloud also you can save it. You can also share through the Outlook mail messenger. So this is only required the Microsoft account. If you have a Microsoft account, you can do all these works. So we just skip the share. We go for the export. As just we discussed in the save as command, we can also convert. I'm already saved my workbook in Excel SX workbook format. If I want to share the same file in PDF, it's possible. So export your file in PDF format, then you can share through your Gmail, Yahoo Mail like that. So you can just click on this create PDF or XPS document. From where? From the file menu, export, select create PDF and XPS document, click on create PDF and XPS. So it is asking where you want to create. Same save as dialog box is appearing. Where you want to create? I want to create in the desktop. What is the name you want to give? It is automatically taken my workbook name, class 1 PDF. Save as type is also PDF. So finally you need to click publish. Click on this publish. Immediately the file is saved in your desktop, and if it is required, it will open automatically. I just opening. So this is open in PDF format, portable document format. So this does not allow you to edit any contents. Directly I can share this file. So nobody will editing this file informations. So as it is what you are sending, it will reach to the destination user or recipient user. So any doubts in this export command? Not only in PDF, see that file is saved in your desktop. Class 1 PDF. Whenever I require, I can just double click and open. Just taking time to display, right? So this is how the file can be saved and open in different format. Not only in PDF, we also try for other formats. So I just also save in 2003 XLS format. Go to file, export. I take as change file type. So I just select this change file type in the format of 2003, that is XLS extension, and click on save as. Where you want to save again the desktop, again the same file name class 1, but it is in a format of 2003. Click on save. The file is saved. I just show you how the file will looks like. This is what the file. So the icons are different from 2016 to 2003. When you move your cursor, only the cursor display the type Microsoft Excel 97 and 2003 worksheet. When you go for the original one, it shows us Microsoft Excel worksheet. That's it. When you start your class 1, that is Excel S 2003 format, in this many feature will not be work, which is working in a latest version. And it is also displayed a title, compatibility mode. You should not get this compatibility mode in a new version. If you are getting as compatibility mode, you are in old version. The old version is open in new format. And you can also see that there is a limited rows and columns are available. We saw that there was 10,48,576 rows and XFD is a column. Those many columns and rows are not available in 2003 version. The limited rows and columns are available. This is how you can compare with 2003 and 2016 or 19 version. Any doubts in these two? Any doubts in the export command? So where the export option is available in the Excel? Right, in the file menu. Under the file menu, you can find the export option. So whenever you practice in the latest version file only. The other files you just delete off. If you're confusing, you just delete off the other exported files. So next we go for close. Close, just use Alt F4 to close the entire application or just working area by pressing close button or Control W. Control W is the option which allows you to close the existing file. So how do you start the existing file? How do you open your existing file? What is a shortcut key? What is a command is used to open an existing file? Very good. Control O. So if I press Control O after closing my workbook, immediately I can able to start my existing file. So you can use Control W to close, Control O to open. The last under this we will work is more. Under the more we have options. So Excel options we will work. So go to the Excel options. Under the file menu, options. Under this option we have a general. A general you can see that we just discussed that up to 255 sheets can be inserted in a workbook. That also you can control. When you start, it is appearing only one sheet. So whenever I open my Excel workbook, I want always 5 sheets to be appear, 10 sheets to be appear. That you can specify here. Include these many sheets. For example, just type as 5 and click OK. So what is the shortcut key for new to open a new workbook? So when I press Control N, very good. So when I press Control N, so it starts with not only one sheet, 5 sheets. This you can control. Every time when you start your workbook, it opens with 5 sheets. So you can also make it as one sheet. Come back to your file menu, Excel options, and a general. Include these many sheets. Only one you can keep. Up to how many? See, if I'm typing as 256, it will not allow us. It gives you an error or message. It takes as 255. If you're trying to enter 256, so it tells that it should be less than or equal to 255. So up to 255 sheets you can able to insert in a cell. Sorry, the workbook. So you can go for file menu, more, options, and the general you can give as include these many sheets as whatever the number of sheets to be appear when you start your workbook. By default, the font will be in body font. The size of the font will be 11. The view which we saw normal is a default view. This is what the default settings available. Any doubts in this? You can also see that, and you can convert even your column headings as number format. So by default, the column headings will be A, B, C, D, and the row headings is 1, 2, 3, 4. So the column headings also you can change it as numbers. There is an option called as R1, C1 reference style. Row also considered as numbers. Column also considered as numbers. How do I change that? You can come back to the file is a menu. Excel options. Another options you can go for the formulas. Another formulas, working with formulas, R1C1 reference style. Click on this R1C1 reference style. Click OK. You can see that all your column headings, which was showing previously ABCD, were just converted as a numbers. And I told you, 16,384 columns are available. Check it out that whether the same columns are there or not. So how do you check? Hold the control key and right arrow key. You can see that 16,384 columns. Any doubts? So again, convert as in regular format. Come back to the file menu, more, options, go to formulas, remove this right mark from the checkbox R1C1 reference type and click OK. You can see that it is again convert as in alphabets, which is the last column in an Excel spreadsheet. It's the last column name. Right, except D is the last column, which is the first column. A, which is the first row. 1, which is the last row. Good. 10,48,576. So again, we have some other options under this file menu options that we will come later. A time of working on this working area. We complete this file menu and your title bar, quick access toolbar, ribbon display option, as well as control button. Now we'll start with the home tab by entering some data in a cell. So Excel is a data analysis software. So that means everyday work in the format of table, you keep on entering in an Excel spreadsheet. Data entry you heard, right? You heard about data entry work? Are you people heard about data entry work? Right. So what does a data entry means? So it may be a customer's data, employees data, it may be a contact details, everything we're just entering in the format of columns, tables. That is called as data entry. So with the help of the tables, then finally you're going to prepare analysis, chart, tables. You are using some calculation also in that. So we learned that how to create tables. So by entering some information in a cell, we will also start entering the data entry in our cell. So in the first cell, A1 cell, type as National Institute of Computer Technology. In the A2 cell, I will type as serial number. In a B2 cell, I will type name. In a C2 cell, I will type as class and marks. I will enter the serial number as AS01, AS02. Also enter some name, some 5 to 6 names, any names you can enter. So class also alternative class, just enter as BCom, first BCom, second BCom, like that. You can also just enter some marks. Okay. So all of you observe here. So I have a serial number which is already typed as AS01 and AS02. The continuous number you no need to type. You will just drag and drop it. There are three selection command is available. So which is filled with plus symbol with white fill. You can see that this is the icon which is helps to select. You're seeing right? This is the icon which is helps to selection is always from the center of the cell. Is that mute your mic? So selection is always from center of the cell, and move your mouse pointer near to that small dot, which is the bottom corner of your cell. You'll be getting plus symbol. So click and drag it till your data. This is how you will be getting continuous series number. Any doubts in this? I will also copy this first BCom and second BCom. So I just copy this. Control C is a shortcut key for copy. And it is selecting multiple cells by holding Control key. So select multiple cells. You can just hold the Control key and then click on the particular cells where you require. Control V is a shortcut key for paste. I just show you again with second BCom. So I am selecting second BCom, Control C to copy, and select the empty areas where you require to paste by holding Control key. Control key helps to select multiple cells. Control V to paste. Control V is a shortcut key for paste. Any doubts in this? This is how you can keep on enter the data. You can also use copy paste, fill handle, the drag and drop which we used, that is called as fill handle. So any doubts till now? By using the same data, we also format it. Any doubts to enter the data? Any doubts in this? So selection of cell, multiple cells by holding control key. Just hold the control key and you can select multiple cells. It will highlight in gray in color. See, like this. Hold the control key and do this selection of multiple cells. Any doubts? All of you entered your data? So if you're not added to your WhatsApp group, so just share your number with your friends who is already added to this WhatsApp group. We will add your number.
Ma'am?
Yeah, tell me, ma.
Ma'am, are you recording the class, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Actually, ma'am, I just wanted to inform you today evening I had joined late, and tomorrow morning, tomorrow also I'll be joining late, ma'am.
Madam, you should be on time, right?
Ma'am?
You should be on time. You have to join the meeting, right?
No, ma'am, because we are shifting the house. It's quite long distance, so I'll be there. So there's little network issues.
Okay, ma.
That's why, ma'am.
When will we be able to access the recording?
That I will just chat you in the group.
Okay, ma'am.
Any doubts? Are you all entered this table? So with the same table, just keep the same table. Tomorrow class, we will format this table. How? According to user required. So the table will be formatted with the help of font, alignment. What is this wrap text? What is this margin center? What is this the text orientation? What type of a font you can put? The size of the font, colors, all these we will format it in a tomorrow's class. Any doubts in today's class? So what is the default file name for the Excel? Default file name for the Excel? Default file name. Book is a default file name. Book 1, book 2, book 3. There is a default file name. In which extension name the file will save? Excel will save in which extension name? Reply to the chat box. So Excel SX is an extension name where you can save your file. MS stands for? What is MS stands for? MS stands for Microsoft, right? What software the Microsoft is? What type of a software the Microsoft is? Very good. It's an application software. So recall all this, whatever we are done. Again, you just practice it in your home multiple times. So tomorrow we meet again at 4 o'clock. Thank you, everyone.
Ma'am?
Yeah, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm Aarti. And here in the Zoom app, it's actually my pet name. So when you download the attendance, you'll have to change it to my name, which is Aarti.
So while logging only, you just change your name. Then I will
It doesn't
every day.
get changed. It doesn't get updated. I've tried that, but it doesn't get updated, ma'am.
Okay, what is the name you are given in the this one Zoom?
Here in Zoom, it is Dira.
Okay, that is Aarti, right?
Yeah, but my name is Aarti.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Tomorrow we will connect it again.